Alright, since I couldn't find any videos on YouTube on how to switch the ignition on an 86 Vulcan, after I had a lot of trial and error with it, I decided I'll make the video because somebody might find it helpful. At least I would have found it helpful. I bought the ignition on eBay, pretty much got gypped, so I managed to make it work. Yes, you did see a zip tie. It's not entirely held together with that, it's just my self-reassurance and overkill, basically. The first thing you want to do, you have two Allen wrench screws here, then on the other side over here. You need to undo those and have the handlebars twisted all the way over, and you could slowly jiggle it down and it'll come out with a fit. And you have this little tab right here. It has nothing else, it serves really no purpose and is just in the way to remove this. And it's just so aggravating. So I trimmed a little piece off the edge and to let the ignition slide past it to go back. You can get it out by jiggling around it. Getting it back, it just doesn't really work that easily. So I just cut the tip of it off and painted over it. Really not hard. Well, at least if you cut the tip of that off to slide it back, it's pretty easy. Next thing you want to do, sorry it's raining, is undo the screws. There's these two screws, and undo it from the top of this. It just snaps right out. And right behind there is, I wish I should have took this apart before I made the video. It's basically the housing part that just plugs into. Now you can do it with the gas tank on if you have small hands like I do. If you don't, you would have to remove the gas tank because it's tight fit. And you just slide your cable around the back, that little silver piece there, slide it into here, and it just plugs up. Pretty self-explanatory, the plug-in part. Wish I could have shown you that, but I put it all back together and decided to make the video later. At least thought about it later. But if you have small hands, you don't have to remove the gas tank. If you have larger hands rather, you're screwed. You just have to remove the tank, which is just 3 bolts and the fuel lines, which are annoying. But other than that, once you get to it, it's pretty self-explanatory. It just plugs together, and that's all there is to it. The only issue and hard part is just getting around this little tab metal piece. That has no purpose whatsoever to the bike. Does nothing. That's why I trimmed the corner off. You can just slide the ignition back on.